Have you ever stood at the beach, mesmerized by the rhythmic crash of waves, and wondered what invisible force makes them rise and tumble just as they reach the sand? Ocean waves break near shore primarily because the water becomes too shallow for the wave to maintain its original form and speed. As the depth decreases, the bottom of the wave interacts with the seabed, causing a dramatic transformation that eventually leads to its collapse. This phenomenon, often called wave shoaling, is a fascinating interplay of physics and fluid dynamics. In deep water, a wave's energy travels unimpeded, but as it approaches the coast, the ocean floor begins to interfere. The friction between the wave's base and the shallower seabed causes the wave to slow down significantly. However, the top of the wave continues to move at its original speed, creating a crucial imbalance. As the wave's bottom slows and the top speeds ahead, the wave's length, which is the distance between two consecutive crests, shortens dramatically. To compensate for the loss of speed and wavelength, the wave's height increases, making it steeper and steeper. Imagine a tall person trying to walk through increasingly thick mud. Their legs slow down, but their upper body still wants to move forward, causing them to lean and eventually stumble. That is similar to what happens to a wave. The wave continues to grow in height and steepness until it reaches a critical point, typically when its height is about 1/7 of its wavelength. At this stage, the crest of the wave becomes too unstable to support itself. Gravity takes over, and the water at the top of the wave spills or plunges forward, creating the white foamy breaking wave that we all recognize and love. Understanding this process can actually help you better appreciate and safely interact with the ocean. For instance, noticing how and where waves consistently break provides clues about the underwater topography. Gently spilling waves often indicate a gradual sloping seabed, while sudden, plunging breakers might suggest a more abrupt change in depth or an underwater sandbar. This knowledge is not just for surfers. It also helps swimmers identify safer areas to enter the water and recognize potential hazards like rip currents, which often form in channels between breaking waves. The way a wave breaks, whether it is a gentle spilling wave, a powerful plunging wave, or a quick surging wave, depends on the slope of the seabed and the wave's initial characteristics. Spilling waves occur on gently sloping beaches, where the crest slowly tumbles down the face of the wave. Plunging waves, with their iconic barrel shape, happen on steeper beaches. Surging waves occur on very steep slopes, where the wave hardly breaks but rushes up the beach face. These subtle differences offer a glimpse into the hidden contours of the underwater landscape. So, the next time you are by the sea, remember that the magnificent breaking waves are not random events. They are the grand finale of a long journey, a visible manifestation of the ocean's depth, the seabed's contours, and the fundamental laws of physics. Appreciating this natural marvel helps us connect more deeply with the marine environment and encourages us to respect its power and beauty.